Atlanta's #1 radio stations, Swanky 93.3 and The Heat 94.6 radio stations, has you covered. From our studios to our newsroom at K.L.P Entertainment. Listen on all major audio platforms like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audacity, Apple Podcast, Stitcher Podcast, Google Podcast, YouTube, and more.
You've heard it said, he's a diamond in the rough. Or maybe, diamonds are forever. Here's something else I've learned about diamonds. They're just pieces of coal put under pressure for a long, long, long time. So when I start feeling like I want to give up, I think about that little piece of coal. And if that piece of coal can make something of itself by not giving up, so can I. Persistence is in you. Pass it on. From PassItOn.com.
K.L.P Aftermath with your host Kennedy Lucas brings out all the stops. Tune in to K.L.P Aftermath as we have stories, reviews, current events, and even our famous segment, Elephant in the Room. Inspired by the Breakfast Club's Donkey of the Day, K.L.P Aftermath with your host Kennedy Lucas streams on Atlanta's #1 radio station, Swanky 93.3 and The Heat's 94.6 radio station. Listen on all major audio platforms like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audacity, Apple Podcast, Stitcher Podcast, Google Podcast, YouTube, and more.
He went without food, not to lose weight, but to help people lose generations of hate. While many around him rose up with violence, he sat down for peace. When others used religion as an excuse for war, he used it to remind them of love. Mahatma Gandhi made the world a far better place by reaching out with the strength he cultivated within his soul. Soul is in you. Now pass it on. From PassItOn.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
You are now tuned in to Atlanta's hottest radio show.
And the other stations are tuned in too.
K.L.P Aftermath. Swanky. With your host, Kennedy Lucas. On Swanky 93.3 radio station. The Heat 94.6 radio station.
Good morning, Atlanta. Welcome to the #1 podcast of Atlanta. This is the K.L.P Aftermath Season 6. I'm your host, K.L.P Kennedy Lucas, and of course, I've got my co-host, my girl, my amazing radio personality, Simone Teags is here as well. Welcome to another exciting podcast here today. It is Friday, June 23rd, and Simone, I gotta put a disclaimer and apologies to our fan base this morning. It's, if you can hear it, you might can hear it through the mic. Simone, it might be picked up on your mic too. So yeah, our AC is out here in the studio, and we're working with some bimbos from the air conditioning company that giving us the run around just to come and get our AC fixed. So if you guys hear the fans going, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not one of our podcasts where, I don't know. We don't know how the sound's going to come out with this podcast, this radio show this morning. It's been a long couple of days. The AC company, which I'm going to put them out on blast, but just not on this episode because I still need them. We still need them to come out and fix our AC. Building is under warranty, so that's why we're using this company, because we can get it for free. The AC's out. It's a little warm in here. It's not too warm, but it's gonna get warmed up. So I had to go to Walmart and pick up two extra fans, for me and my co-host for this radio show. And I said to Simone, this is what I said, guys. Simone, we got a podcast to do, but the studio ain't got no AC. So it's going to be a little hot. A little frustrating. Because if you guys know me best, I hate heat. I really do. I do not like to be in an area where I'm hot. I just hate the heat. I need air conditioning. I'm willing to pay a lot of money for air conditioning, because that's kind of like a necessity here in Atlanta. When it's 80 degrees, 90 degrees, and we ain't got no AC. Yeah, it's hot. The building can get hot. And one thing I noticed too, building, not saying that we stink, but heat stinks, right? You can tell it feels muggy. It doesn't feel right. You feel kind of icky. Heat does create a certain smell, not not necessarily like a stinky type of smell, but just a smell that you can just you can catch up on with it. So yeah, that's what we got working on. Yes, I will, because I've got my choice words for this air conditioning company. I think they're handling things a little bit off. It's been 3 days since the studio didn't have any air conditioning, and we've been getting the runaround. Luckily, we haven't been in this studio for the podcasting, but yeah, choice words, Simone, choice words. But besides all that, how you doing?
Yeah, it's a little toasty up in here, Kennedy. Like you say, and I don't know how it's sounding in my mind, because I can hear myself, but I can hear a little bit of the fan too. So I do hope that it's not so atrocious when we get this podcast, when it's out there live right now. And I hope it's sounding good to our fan base. So I came prepared. I didn't wear nothing like heavy. Of course, it's summertime, so I'm not wearing a coat, but I wore less clothing. Not like super less clothing. Not like I'm naked here in the studio, because that's wrong. But, I had to dress appropriate for this morning show, because I didn't know what I was stepping into. And then when I stepped in, I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's hot. It's a little warm. But I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. The show must go on. So I'm good. It's Friday. It's payday for most people. We've got potentially a Grand Slam weekend, and it's available. And I don't know. I'm very, very excited for it. I'm very excited for the weekend, for just for it to be a good day, good couple of days. And I'm here. But like I always say, yes, it's your girl Simone Teags, ready for another podcast, for sure.
That's good. And just bear with us. To our audiences, we may not go a full hour this morning, because from a safety code, and from everybody that's here, Tyrus and James, they're here, and they're ready to work, but I'm not going to have them in this hot studio all day burning up. I'm just not going to do that. I'm a good CEO, so I care about my people. I care about my people's health. So I don't know, this might be a short one for us today. It's unfortunate, but we do got some news. But I really feel bad. Back to this AC thing. I feel bad because I was calling the company yesterday, and I feel bad because I had to be, the word Karen is very, very strong in today's society, and I had to just, call them and complain and voice my voice and use my big boy voice, and didn't get so angry, didn't scream at them, but I was angry. I was mad. I was just a little bit just so frustrated. And I had to learn, and the receptionist, God bless her heart, because I gave her the business. So then, I forgot to, and then I was like, hey, our AC's not working. It's been a couple days. It's under warranty, so y'all should have been here. What's going on? I was frustrated. I was giving the receptionist the business, and I know with the receptionist, she's customer service, right? She probably deals with angry customers all day long, and maybe she's not really happy about her job, right? Or maybe she is. I don't know her personally, but I gave her the business. I felt bad because I had to remember that I worked customer service. So when you work customer service, you know what you're dealing with people, angry people every day. So back to my hotel hospitality in the hotel industry back in the day, when I did hotel work, I had to deal with a lot of angry customers, a lot of angry guests. So I know the feeling. But I also got to remember that, hey, these folks on the other end of this phone, they got a house filled with AC, right? They're going to be nice, cool, collected in their homes. They got AC in their offices, right? The studio is our office. Some people work from a call center in the main office building. They got AC in their building, so they straight. So I also got to remember that too as a customer that, yeah, the customers are always right. I don't care if you, first of all, if you work in customer service, and yes, I get it. Get the respect from customers. If you feel disrespected from customers, then that's another thing. But then there's also another thing when you try to keep somebody's business too, right? Because I'm sure we're kind of, and I'm already on that mindset since the building is under warranty. I'm getting the repairs done for free. When it's out of warranty, I probably won't use this company ever again. And I'm sure they've got many other clients, and they're not upset because I'm sure they got clients that rely on them. And what's one customer, right? They're gonna be like, okay, fine. But I don't know. For me, if I'm running a company, and technically I am, but if I'm running a customer service type company, I try to give the customers the best experience ever, so that way I can retain their business. That's just how it goes. I just got to say, and this one thing, Simone, I'm going to move away from this, but, it's a sad dynamic because I kind of feel like companies, and this was a third-party company, right? Third-party companies, when it comes to service, they just don't care anymore, right? I don't know if it has something to do with COVID and things getting laid off, and then some workers or some technicians in their instance are leaving for better opportunities. But a lot of third-party companies, they just don't care anymore. They give up. Since COVID, third-party companies have been very lazy, and they don't care about business anymore. So then when they don't care, they don't have the urge to serve anymore, right? I could be tripping. I could be in my feelings about it. I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling. But yes, I'm going to give you my full experience. Probably on my AMP show on Saturday. I'll probably go in harder on them because, as a reviewer, I am going to review their service. I just can't put them out on blast because just in case, Simone, if they're listening to the show and they say, well, F. Kennedy, we don't want his business no more because he had freedom of speech and he's defaming our company. So moving on, like I say, podcast ain't gonna be that long. It's hot in here. I'm not gonna have my people in here sweating today. But I do gotta talk about that Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct, big event that they had a couple days ago. The biggest announcements from the June 2023 Direct, it's been huge if you're a Mario fan. They introduced this new game called Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Very, very exciting. It's a 2D platformer, but has kind of the RPG movie aesthetic look for the characters. I think this is going to be a home run hitter because not only have your typical Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad, but you got Yoshi and Daisy as playable characters as well. Very, very excited for this. Now, this game hits on Nintendo Switch October 20th, so that's a couple of months away. The gameplay looks cool. It looks very innovative. It looks like something that they kind of never done before, but they're testing it out, and it's going to work. It's going to work. This game is going to work. A lot of people will pick this up. I might even pick this up simply because well, I don't know, because Spider-Man comes out that same month as well. It's a good game. It looks fun. It looks like a fun party game. I know me and my brother are going to sit down and play this game for sure because he's not only a Mario fan, but he likes the 2D Mario because it's a little bit easier and more fun. I see this that a lot of family members are going to be playing this game is what I see from this. Home run. Very, very good. I hope I hope they come with a lot of stages though, Simone. I hope they don't cheat us out. If you're gonna, because I have a feeling, guys, this game might be $70. All right, I have that pristine feeling that this game might see a $70 price tag. So I hope that they have a lot to offer with this game. It's very, very good. I'm glad we've got something newer like this. It's never been done before. It's a new look. It's a new art style as well. So I cannot wait. It kind of has the art style, like I said, from like an RPG, from the movie a little bit, from Super Mario World 3, all of those put together into a completely new story. What I like to see from this game is possibly maybe more characters, more of the Mario characters as like a DLC, or more characters. Like I like to see Wario and Waluigi in this type of game. I would like to see Donkey Kong possibly in this game. Very, very good. New side-scroller Super Mario game, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And then we got an extra treat, Super Mario RPG Remastered for the Switch. It gets a remake. I'll be honest. This might be a game that I pick up. Simply because I don't think I played the first original Super Mario RPG. I think I was on the Sega train when this game came out. And I want to say some on this game. The original came out in 1996. So I was playing Final Fantasy and Sonic, right? I never dabbled into the Super Mario RPG. But now, Super Mario RPG will be getting a completely remastered remake from the ground up, it looks like. The art style is amazing. It just looks that freaking good. And there's a treat for us because guess what? This game comes out this year as well. Right, so we getting 2 new Super Mario video games for Switch this year. So exciting because these games that we saw in my mind, because I watched the Direct, Simone, and I said, okay, yeah, we're looking at this is going to be a 2024. Oh yeah, that's also going to be a 2024 release date. Like, we're not going to get that this year. But long and behold, we going to get it this year. Very, very exciting. These 2 games obviously were the biggest surprise for everybody because we just didn't know, right? No one knew that this game was coming, but it's here. Super Mario RPG and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Nintendo's going to be in their bag this year. They showed up. They really did. Because at first we didn't think we were going to get it. Skipping through though, WarioWare Move It's getting a new kind of thing. Detective Pikachu Returns. I haven't played the first one, so I don't really know too much about this one. I'm just kind of skimming through because really the 2 Mario games were the biggest highlight. We did get some third-party type of stuff. We did get another DLC, Wave for Mario Kart 8. We got Peter Piranha and Kamek and a new course, so that's also cool. We did get the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom emojis, or I forgot what those things are called, amiibo. We're still gonna get those 2. They got some 2 amiibos coming out, so I mean those stuff is pretty cool. But really, the 2 new Super Mario games, those were the surprise, complete surprise. I was so stoked about this. I'm glad that they had something like this out. But yeah, Nintendo Direct, they showed up, they showed out. Now they got something on the table. Luckily, I'm fortunate enough to have, all the systems, so I'll get to try all the games out. But the Super Mario RPG is the one that actually got my interest because I just never played the 1996 version. Because I was born in 1996, obviously, so I'm a youngin'. And it's cool. It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing to think about. So I'm excited. Very, very stoked.
I was actually surprised too, Kennedy, when I saw, because I was at home and I saw the Direct, because obviously we were going to review it today. I was also excited and happy that Nintendo showed out because I'm a huge Nintendo guy. We're PlayStation gamers, but if I had to choose between Nintendo and Xbox, I'm going Nintendo, right? So a lot of people were kind of upset because at first, as you mentioned, Kennedy, we were not going to get a Nintendo Direct. Like, it didn't exist. Like, it was like, okay, we're not going to get this Direct. We're not going to get anything. So to see that we've got, hey, Nintendo Direct's coming on the 21st, which was 2 days ago, right? Obviously. And after watching the Direct, I was very, very stoked, very, very happy, very, very proud of, the developments and the newer concepts with these 2 Mario games. Something that, it's kind of been done, but, with a twist to get people back on the table. Because a lot of people were just like, okay, this hasn't been a great year for Nintendo besides Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So I'm stoked. I'm happy about it. Very, very excited for those 2 new games. Of course, we're going to review about it. So comment below, guys. What do you guys think about the Nintendo Direct? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was it enough? Was it not enough? We'd like to hear from you guys. And speaking of what's coming out, of course, July 11th through the 12th, Amazon Prime Day. And I wanted to talk about this because they already got the best deals out, right? They already rolling out the deals for Amazon Prime Day. It's quite interesting this year because, as we mentioned, in plenty, many shows before this one that, we are in a recession. So I really wonder what people are going to go out and pick up for their Prime Day specials, because I remember when Prime Day first got out, Prime Day was the biggest thing. Okay? Prime Day was a day that everybody spent a lot of money, especially on, let's say, in 2020, when stimulus was a thing and everybody was getting that stimulus money. Everybody balled out. Everybody went shopping. But nowadays, it's not the same. Nowadays, it's a little bit different. It's not going to be the same kind of shopping scale this year, because a lot of people are, they balling on a budget, right? So here are the Prime deals here. They've got some shoes. They got the AirPods second generation. On Prime Day, it will be $99, $100, originally $129. They got some luggage. So if you're planning on traveling in July, of course, you can get some luggage for around, the range is $20 for the vacant packing cubes. And then you got the Samsonite Freeform expandable double pack spinner wheel luggage for $169, originally $270. Of course, for my ladies out there, fashion, if you're looking for a high-waisted cotton linen pant, you can get it for $20, originally $50. And of course, the Jumperone pillow slipper, that's $24, is originally $40. So they're essentially almost cutting everything kinda in half. You can get the woman's loose sleeveless jumpsuit. I might even pick that up, can be for $28, originally $37. Now we're going down to tech, of course. Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 560, originally $680. You can get a 4-pack of Apple AirTags for $90, originally $100. And the watch, Apple Watch Series 8, you can get it for $329, originally $400. Very, very interesting. Let's see how that goes. They even got a 32-inch Samsung Smart HD TV for $80, originally $150. So Prime Day is coming. They've got some stuff lined up. They don't really have too much right now, but I'm sure it's going to build back up as we get closer to the July 11th, July 12th date for the official Prime Day sales. Very, very interesting. I'm very interested to see because I'm sure like Bloomberg or Market Watch is going to, I'm sure they're going to talk about the end results of Prime Day. I'm very interested to see how that's going to go, Kennedy, simply because, we are in a recession and a lot of people have not been buying stuff lately because everybody's trying to save up as much money as you can, because obviously things are being more expensive. Gas has been expensive. I mean, there's been days where gas had been going down, but some gas have been going up. And groceries, right? Do you want that $80 worth of air tags, or do you need that $80 for groceries, right? So a lot of people when it comes to finance and money right now, a lot of people are just kind of looking back and looking at things and say, okay, I don't know, because now I need this money for groceries. So I don't know how that's gonna go. So it's very, very interesting, for sure. Comment below, guys. What will you be? Are you picking up anything for Amazon Prime Day? We'd like to hear from you.
Definitely, for sure. I know I'm not shopping for Prime Day because I don't. I've been, and I guess I'm one of those people that I've been very cautious about what I've spent, and I've spent some money on some stuff before. I spent some money on a lot of things as of late, but I'm just being very cautious about money because right now, like you mentioned, Simone, yeah, we are in a recession and things have been expensive. The fairy is, I hit my mic. My favorite thing to buy and drink, my favorite fruit punch Minute Maid drink went up. Right, it was $1 at one point. Now it's like 200, not 200. It's like $2.15 now. So how you go from $1 to $2.15? And thank God and people were doing outbreaks about buying eggs and the eggs being so high. Thank God, because I don't even like eggs, so that I get disqualified from that. But yeah, like I say, I've been very cautious about my spending. I've been buying some video games though. Like, I just bought Final Fantasy 16 that came out yesterday, and I need to play it. I've been busy. But yes, that's going to be my weekend plans is playing Final Fantasy 16 and then coming back here to make sure they fix my damn AC. So that's my weekend plans. But I've been very cautious, but kind of not really. But who hasn't been cautious is the Simmons family, Simone. Oh, this is hard. Now, Russell Simmons, you guys don't know, he's a hip-hop legend, right? He's a very, very powerful man. Of course, Kimora Lee and, his daughter, Okoye, or Oiki Lee Simmons, they both, said some things on their live about how bad Russell Simmons is. And it's a sad dynamic because they did this on Father's Day. So this past Sunday, they did this. And every podcaster was talking about it. The Breakfast Club was talking about it. The Joe Budden podcast was talking about it. And now the K.L.P. Aftermath podcast is talking about it. So they went on live. They was upset about, of course, how. And I say, quote unquote, because we don't know the Simmons family personally. We don't know their whole life story and what they've been through. We don't know. So that's why I have to say the words alleged and quote unquote, because we don't know personally. Now, Russell Simmons' daughter hits back at Toxic Men over misogynistic backlash. This report is coming from hiphopdx.com. So Russell Simmons' daughter has hit back at the toxic men who have been trolling her ever since she called out her father for being emotionally abusive, and this happened on Father's Day. And yesterday, June 22nd, Oiki Lee Simmons took to her Instagram stories to highlight the alleged, and this is a quote because we don't know, alleged abuse she receives over the past few days since her family very public spat. This was a quote. This is what Russell Simmons' daughter said, and this is quote from her. This is what she said, Simone. I wonder how your mothers, sisters, daughters, nieces, girlfriends, wives would feel seeing some of the sexist, racist, honestly foul comments and messages some of you men are leaving me, she wrote. Look, as a podcaster, I gotta say this. Because I listened to her live not on Father's Day, but after Father's Day, because I wasn't doing anything social media on Sunday. And I feel for her. There was some real emotion. There was some pain. Right? I know a lot of people, I know friends personally that have some abuse, and I'm not going to call them out on this pod, but they've been abused by their father, either physically, mentally, or emotionally. Right? I know a lot of friends that's been going through some things with their fathers, whether it's a fight, it's a spat, whatever. Right? Simone, you tell me, and not putting your business out on blast, but you've told me before that, hey, you've had some discrepancies with your dad. Obviously, I've had my discrepancies with my dad. Shout out to Pops. I still called him on Father's Day because, we're healing. And we're in a very, very good place right now. But I know some friends, some female friends that have this same kind of thing that Oki Lee Simmons is going through. I feel for her. I'm sad for her. But you gotta understand, you posted this on social media and internet, you're going to get some backlash. You're going to get some quote unquote trolls. You're going to get somebody that disagrees with your point of view. Now, I either disagree or I neither agree or disagree because, again, I don't know their family dynamics. Obviously, I don't know them personally. I don't know what they're going through with their lives at home. But when you put things on public information, on public platforms, aka social media, you cannot be upset when you're going to get trolled and you're going to get backlash. Just this past year alone, I posted some things, some things that I'm probably not really proud of. Excuse me, it's this heat. And I've got some backlash, right? I posted some things on TikTok that didn't really get me in trouble, but I've got called out on. I've got called out on my movies, right? It's public traded information that you're putting on a public platform. So you cannot, I don't know, you can't feel upset when people start posting and leaving you comments. And as long as they're not death threats, yeah, you're going to see this, Miss Simmons. Miss Orky Lee Simmons. You're going to see this on social media. You posted on social media. So what do you expect from these men? Now, the stereotypes and names, the absolute hate, this is what she continues with this, that she wrote, the misogynistic stereotypes and names, the absolute hate for women of color. A lot of your comments show just waiting to take your anger at how you feel you've been treated by a woman. She continues, and this is a quote. She says, "All of us bitches are like this, and this is the problem with you girls, girls / women / black women / hoes / shanks, or skanks, actually that's what it says today. Now how about all you bitches are like this? I only see one bitter mess in the DM between a 40-plus-year-old male stranger yelling at me about how bitter black women I represent." And this was quote, guys. And it's not the 20-year-old on the receiving end. I feel for you. This sucks. I would never, because let me tell you, I love my beautiful black women. I do. I love women. Right? I also love my men too. Right? I love human beings. So I understand where she's coming from. But baby girl, we in America. You gonna have some men that hate women. You gonna have some men that hate black women. You gonna have some men that hate bitter black women. It's unfortunate. It's sick to my stomach too. Excuse me. But it's going to happen. You posted this on social media, so excuse me, guys. We ain't got no AC in the studio, so I'm coughing and shit. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard to kind of bounce back from this, because you did posted this on social media. Not saying that she did this for attention, but you know, a lot of people who are of fame, they go right to social media, right? And maybe she'll kind of not use this so much, but maybe she'll continue on, and maybe she'll start a podcast about it, right? But like I say, baby girl, you got to get used to these trolls, these men that hate women, because they're going to, like, if you posting it out there on social media and you ain't planning on keeping this private, then yeah, you're going to get some hate. It sucks. It's unfortunate. I wish the Simmons family the best, really. This sucks to see a family, minus, I mean, they've been divorced, but, you know, it sucks to see a family divided, because a family divided, that's the root of all evil, is a family divided, in my opinion. And it's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate, for sure. So, best of luck to them, for sure. So that's going to wrap it up here in our podcast. I know we've got this show a little bit short. It's hot. I see Tyrus over there. He's at the engineering board. He is sweating bullets. So like I said, I'm not going to have my people in this building hot. But tune in to my AMP show, guys. AMP Up with K.L.P. Follow me on AMP Up right now. It's Kennedy Lucas. K.L.P, I believe that's the name of the... and I always forget, Simone, my handle. But this AMP is an app. Yes, it's at Kennedy Lucas, all one word. At Kennedy Lucas, guys. Follow us there. We're ready. Our AMP show has been booming, and I first of all, I want to thank all of my fan base over there. So follow us over there, because it is extraordinary, for sure. So more shows to come later on this weekend. AMP Up with K.L.P, and of course back on Monday here in the studio, hopefully with some AC back into the studio for you guys as well. So that's going to wrap it up. The K.L.P. Aftermath Season 6 with your host, Kennedy Lucas, and my co-host, Simone Teags. Sorry, baby, because you sweating. I'm so sorry. It's hot in here. We're going to wrap this up. But until then, guys, I always like to say, stay safe, stay swanky, peace.